Yeah,
Hey
I'm unmuted. I just didn't see.
guys!
The practice of unmuting mic
Three more
is always
times, and then like, oh my gosh, guys, that's me, that's me. Is that
what's
me
you?
on the? Oh wow, guys, I have a bit of momentarily confusion, even though it's on our third time already doing this. I'm still
What
not
I
very professional
what
about
is
it.
happening? What
I
is
still
happening
cannot
over
find
there?
my center after doing 3 episodes. I
Yes,
cannot
yeah.
find the center of my
Yeah.
screen.
Wow, guys, welcome to the Night Dance Talk Show brought to you by RP. All right, so I'm Carol.
And I'm Lam Lam. They
And
must kill each
I
other.
am
Madhu
whoever
lah.
want to be.
So slow.
Yes, so today we are here to discuss about whether Madhu's internet will hold up today during the entire.
It
Yeah.
started off good. It's gonna end good.
Yeah.
Praise
I
the
hope.
Lord.
I hope she doesn't turn into a robot like
Hey,
every
hey, hey,
single
hey,
time.
hey.
Stay
Hey, hey,
tuned.
hey.
And if you manage to catch Madhu turning into a robot, and then you manage to catch her on Instagram and post her on IG, we will send you a prize. So
Yes.
do that,
Well,
okay? If you manage to catch Madhu freezing like a robot, tag
We'll
us.
send you Madhu's photographed underwear. Woo! Dun.
All right. Oh my gosh, guys. Hi. I'm looking at the YouTube live comments and I have an old friend, Audrey Pua. I know you. I see you. You're all the way from the US. You know, with the surname, with long-time friends, you need to be like Audrey Pua, this kind.
Yeah.
Long-time friends.
See the full name. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lot of debutantes supporter. I can
Yeah.
see Ronnie Chen here.
Yes, from the Chen
Ronnie
clan. Chen clan,
Chen
representing the
clan,
Chen. Come on, man.
Chen also here. Hey, hello.
Hey, I scared
Well.
if I go on live, right, then my internet gets shaky again.
Yeah.
So maybe I
Can
will
you
just
don't?
not. Yep.
Yep. We highlight whatever is happening on the chat. We'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right, guys.
All right.
So thank you so much for joining us today. So today we are all going to be talking about a topic really, really close to our hearts because you know this could be the last time that we're on this show because we are frankly speaking, after 3 episodes we are a bit tired.
3 episodes. Very hard. Okay.
Yeah,
We thought we'll do one episode at the end.
Yeah, so
Okay.
really mad props to RP for like holding this down. He every day he's got something.
Yeah.
So
And all the other hosts.
yeah, exactly.
Sam.
That's right.
Yeah.
So today is something that's really close to our hearts because we're all female dancers here, and we are going to be talking specifically to a few ladies in the dance scene, and we want to talk about the unique challenges faced by females in the dance scene. All right. Okay, so this is something that's really that's been on our minds and hearts because this season there's been a few issues surfacing on the internet. There have been a very popular Singaporean I just say it lah, Xia Xue, okay? So Xia Xue is out there and about dissing some of dissing about pole dancing, to be honest. Okay, so I mean, we being dancers, we are like, wow, who diss us, man? Anything to do with dance, we need to stand up for it. So, so we want to be talking to Angie later about that. All right, discussing the virtues of pole dancing as an art form, which we consider pole dancing to be an art form for us because we are dancers, we cultured, we know things.
Yeah.
We're art
And
form.
hey, pole dancing is so hard. Okay, you must hold your core up, your ass up, your leg up, all on the pole. How? How? You can't just stand there. You have to hold your whole weight.
Of all shapes and sizes, you must hold it up.
Yeah.
That's right. So you can see we are super passionate. And then recently there's also a B-girl Gilos. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. Okay, so she wrote a blog and exposed some of the challenges as a B-girl in the breaking scene, and especially being harassed. I think this is quite a issue in Europe and America. I think in Asia it's not really out there yet. We don't know whether there are stories that are real happenings out there. So there's something that we want to reach out to all the ladies out there. You know, hopefully today we can talk about some of the topics and give you guys some courage to tell you that you guys are not alone. And then, yeah, so we're also going to be talk about a little bit of balancing a dance career with motherhood. If eventually some of the females would like to get married and have children. So these topic this week may sound a little bit serious, but I think these are really real issues that we have to face as ladies and as females that we want to have some discussion with our guests and have some of the insights. So today is really not about boys versus girls, okay? We're not about what we feminine, we the best, and what do you mean the male dominated
Yeah.
Okay. It's not about, are there more male dancers or female dancers? I think when we want to talk about being a female in a male dominated industry, it could be even in technology, in engineering, where not only just the numbers but also majority of the leadership are male figures. You know, sometimes it's a human thing to you want to look up to someone who looks like you, who behaves like you, who looks similar to you. So if there are not so many people who look or are of the same gender as us in the dance industry, how do we support each other? Yep. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Now we need to invite our talented females up on this platform right now. Okay. First of all, she teaches hip hop at Recognized Studio and is a constant push for females in the scene. She even organized a hip hop dance battle exclusively for the ladies called Ladies Call. Let's welcome Xiao Mei.
Yes. Welcome.
Yo.
All right. Next up, we have the ever so graceful woman from Debutante. She also teaches pole dance at Slap Studio. She got strength, class, and she definitely got the buttes. Let's welcome Angelene.
Angie.
What's up, girl? All right. Last but not least, this woman is not only the queen of swag, but she's the mama to many and the mother of a beautiful child. Being a mother and also a teacher, I think it changes perspectives, and we are so excited to hear from her. Let's welcome Kayte WIllis. Woo!
Yes.
Give it up to all these three ladies. Thank you so much for coming up. Who's that? Is that Xiao Mei?
Yeah.
Finally can hear your more high-pitched voice when you shout. Yeah. So since you make some noise first, maybe I'll ask you some questions first. So Xiao Mei, we all know that you are the one that have started this event called the Ladies Call for quite a few years already. So like maybe you can share with us like why is it specifically for ladies? Like why do you call it Ladies Call? What's the motivation to do this?
Okay, so I started the event in 2015, 5 years ago. Yeah, so back so long time ago.
Yeah.
So
grow up, man.
Yeah, so 5 years ago, I think the reason why I started this event because actually before I did this event there were already some 1v1 female hip hop battle in New York, Japan, and Taiwan, and I actually traveled to their countries to participate in the event before, and then I just felt really inspired to see like, oh, there are so many female hip hop dancers in other countries. And 2015, that time when I started the event, right, there I think a lot of girls kind of like give up how to say, like pursuing like continue dancing or like doing hip hop freestyle, because maybe in Singapore we are very the culture is very result driven, right? So maybe sometimes girls feels like feel a little bit how to say, not as
Intimidated,
confident, intimidated, because there are a lot of guys. Then the energy is very aggressive, and then they don't really like it because since like the male is like 90% and like girls are like 10%, so the energy is a little bit
when they cheer, you hear mainly guy voice.
Oh.
It's very scary.
I think,
Very deep cheers, is it? Oh.
like maybe the guys don't even cheer, right? Because they are very, very competitive, right? So like so the vibe is very different. Yeah. So when I first started the event, I just wanted to give girls a platform to show themselves, and like maybe they will you might like give them a different perspective, or like take something back from a different event. Yeah. Like last time, like you can see like doing top 16, then maybe just one girl, two girls get in, then I just feel like want to encourage to have more girls to continue doing hip hop freestyle. Yeah.
Is there any incident where like somebody really come to you and say, "Oh my gosh, you changed my life. This event changed my life."
Actually, the second and third event, yes, I guess sometimes when we do an event, we can only see the impact or the result years later, right? Yeah, so the first year I did, right, actually there were only about 32 girls that joined. Yeah, Kayte also joined the
Is it
first
underground
volume,
one,
I
right?
remember.
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Underground, right? That one.
Yeah. Underground.
So crazy. Yes.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
there were only 32 girls, and then after that I thought of like taking a break, which is not really a break, but more like maybe we should do it once every 2 years instead of once a year, because since we don't have so many people, so many ladies doing hip hop freestyle, maybe slowly build. So the second volume is actually in 2017 instead of 16, so we skip a year. And then a lot of the girls that actually joined in the second volume are still dancing today. They also joined the volume this year. So when I did ask them for their feedback, like, oh, what do you think? Should we continue, or should we do maybe just once every 2 years? Because doing events is actually very tiring. So like I'm the kind of like the only one planning, but a lot of my students help me a lot, especially the guys because the girls are joining. So I get all the guys to make the like
different
the
contribution.
event. You put the guys on work, Put them at work. Yeah, I put the guys on work. Yeah, so some of the girls actually got text me and say that actually the event kind of like have a very huge impact in their life, because the Ladies Con is a lot of their first battle. Like back in 2016, and then ever since then, I think every year they take the event like a benchmark for themselves to see if they have improved from the previous year. So like for me, when I heard that, I was surprised, because I know that nowadays in Singapore there are actually many events, so for the girls to say that, then I feel that okay, then there's a purpose to continue doing it, because when we do event, we cannot just do it for the sake of doing it. We have to have a reason to do it, and what is it that we want to spread. Yeah.
Yes. So you did it also in Vietnam and Taiwan. Is it because you sense like almost the same situation over there?
So the thing is, right, like when I do the qualifier, right, I wasn't the one that like approached them and say, oh, do you want to do the qualifier? It's like they came for the event, and then they felt something. Then they feel that if I want to do this in Taiwan and in Vietnam also, like is it okay? Like then we discuss and like plan to make it happen in their country, because like you asked me just now, right? For me, because I went to the event in the ladies 1v1 hip hop event in Taiwan before and in other country, but the vibe is very different from as compared to in Singapore, the ladies event, because I don't know, is it like we have the 7 to smoke guys, or like or maybe the MC is funny or something, like everything just makes sense. So the vibe is not so competitive. As in competitive, but not so competitive, you know what I mean? So when people come, they feel like the energy, they like it, so they wanted their dancers from their country to come and experience lah. Yeah.
So Xiao Mei, I have a question. Do you feel like the ladies call as a freestyle battle event is any less competitive than mix? I mean, like a usual freestyle battle. What's the difference with that you're trying to
Oh, so your question is, do I feel like, is it like kind of like less competitive for a female?
Yes. Or what do you feel we need? Why do you do this all-inclusive female. Yeah.
I think because back then, right, the level or not how to okay 5 years ago, right, okay, you see, because I think because guys are not saying everybody, but I think in general guys are more competitive. So like so in general, I'm not saying everybody, you know, so like so they want to like outdo each other. The guys are okay, I want to outdo you, but even the girls are maybe some girls are more competitive, but in general not every girl feel like that, and like maybe they don't like this kind of energy also. So then the male energy is sometimes too much. Then like we cannot find the balance, you know.
The balance.
So, yeah, and actually someone actually pointed this very interesting thing about the ladies' code event. So you see, at the ladies' code, because it's all female, right? Then the guys come, right? They watch, they are not competitive. So when they watch, right, they are cheering, they are smiling, they are watching the girls dancing. But if the guys are competing, maybe they wouldn't be smiling and cheering at the event. You know what I mean? So
they bring out a different motherly
There's more love that, right? I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think too. I think when I was at her event, the way she the ladies dance when it's all ladies. Somehow it's a different vibe.
It's more comfortable in a way. And to see it, and I feel like, oh my god, I want to be there because I feel at home, you know, with my ladies. Like, what's up, ladies?
Yeah. I know what you mean, because like when we go event, usually we see so many guys, right? Like, so ladies go is the hip hop event that we see, like, wow, there are more girls than guys at the hip hop event. And then like I think like what y'all say, the feminine energy is more like comfortable. Not trying to like show too much, you know, just comfortable. Yeah.
Not so much.
Hey, but even though it's comfortable, the girls are there to kill.
Yeah.
They
kill elegantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The young generation female dancers nowadays are killing it. They are inter school for the past 2 years. The females are taking the championship, not the guys.
Wow.
So the girls are killing it now.
Yes, agree.
That's great. Okay, let's move on to Angelene. Angelene, we have a few questions for you, girl. All right. So, okay, I don't know whether you saw the recent online saga with Xia Xue. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
It's okay. Quite nicely pronounced, yeah.
Xia Xue. And
very Hokkien. Just like that, you know.
And her thing about pole dancing lah. So ultimately, right, pole dancing to people who are not really in the dance scene, it can seem like it's a controversial art form, and different people have different standards of artistry and opinions about it. So like, I feel let's hear from you. What do you think pole dance is, and what are your views about it?
All right. I have a lot of feelings about this. Okay. I think I'll just preface what I'm gonna say with whatever is deemed artistic and whatever is deemed sexual are all subjective, and they are also not mutually exclusive. Something that's sexual can also be artistic, or it may not be. It is subjective. Yeah. So I think, short version, I think whatever Xia Xue said, which by the way I posted something about on my story about it. Short version is that I think whatever she said was very tone deaf, very ill-informed, and misogynistic. Yeah. Long version.
Let it go, girl.
Yeah. Elegantly cute.
Hey, where is this article?
It was the mom was like trying to update herself.
Is it time to spill the tea? Well, everyone, just go to
the tea. No, I'm just like trying to look at it without involving my feelings in it. I think, okay, if we look at pole dancing, there are two major, this is to my knowledge, there are two major moments where pole dancing occurs. So the older one is in China and India, where you have the acrobatic form of pole dancing, or pole. And then later on in the 20th century, that's where stripping came in. Yeah, and then it got tied up with burlesque and it became very feminized, to say. And then after that, so you combine the acrobatics and the sexualization of it, and then you commercialize it, and that's what kind of we see today. Yeah. So pole dancing can take many forms. I mean, just like dance, there's many genres, and just because you do like the witty style doesn't mean you don't do the wear heels exotic style. Yeah, like a lot of people do both, and doesn't mean that their identity is tied to one or the other. Yeah, so I think what we see of pole dancing today and why it's so controversial is because it's colored through this sexualized lens that is historically specific. There is nothing in the movement that is essentially sexual to say. Like, nobody said that touching your ass is sexual. You know, these are all movements that we've been enculturated to understand as sexual. Yeah. So whatever people understand as sexual is to each their own. Yeah. So I think the sexualization can be one reason why women take it up, which is nothing wrong. But also that we have gone through this very arduous journey of undoing the stigma of sexualization through one of the methods is also through the extreme masculinity, which is the strength. Yeah, I mean, I'm just masculinity like in quotes. Yeah. So I think what Xia Xue said was like women who open their legs and pole dance online are out to steal people's husbands and have STD, something like that lah. Yeah. So I mean, somewhere in her argument, somewhere in her long post, there is, and I'm doing myself a great disservice by saying this, there's some argument, but she has nullified her entire argument through her exclusive heteronormativity and her denial of women's autonomy. To say that women who do that are only out to attract men is assuming that all women who do this are straight and men don't do this, and that every man sees women in this sexualized way. And that is to say that women lack our own desires and our own autonomy to just do things for ourselves. I mean, it's the same as fashion. Like, for a long time, women are thought to be dressing to attract a male mate. And we work so hard to undo that stigma. So it's kind of the same concept. Yeah.
Wow.
So with men doing pole dancing, completely left out the fact that men also do exotic pole dancing.
Yeah.
So is she afraid that seeing a man do pole dancing online will turn her husband gay? I don't know. But I mean, this destabilizes the essential feminization of the practice. The fact that men do it too. Like, you don't need to have a vagina to like do exotic pole. Yeah. So I think on top of like thinking through all of this, there's also the representation of pole dancing online that feeds into a lot of this. Like, you can just do this and like not post it online, but how we represent it online is a very big question. And so I think pole dancing offers this very unique space where we can contemplate the crossroads of female emancipation. Yeah. Because so like apart from the misogyny and like the exclusive heteronormativity, I think Xia Xue has a little bit of an argument there, which is sort of like an older generation feminist argument that to self-sexualize is to self-exploit, and that's like taking a in the feminist progress. Yeah, I'm doing this a lot.
It's cool. It's such a risky topic to talk about because you don't wanna be on either side of it, in a sense. Yeah, you don't want to be too feminist and you don't want to be too anti or like too fixed with your. I mean, everyone has their opinions and everyone has a certain way of looking at sexuality or a certain way of looking at how females look at each other. So it's fine.
Yeah, like within her argument, there is that kind of that same sentiment that, for example, like this, like in a way older generation feminist Sinead O'Connor, she wrote an open letter to like Miley Cyrus that she's self-exploiting for like the male gaze and all that. Yeah, so I think this represents two camps of what it means to be a strong liberated woman. Like maybe I need to strategize how I represent myself and to kind of police other women, how they dress, how they move, that kind of thing. Or there's the other camp that I can do whatever I want, I'm empowered, I'm going to reclaim my sexuality, which is also dangerous because that assumes that the progress in female emancipation is done.
Yeah.
So I think there's these two things going on in this whole saga. And for the camp that I'm in, I think that we should just have open conversation. We shouldn't prescribe and women's plain like what Xia Xue did. And also like her rudeness just nullifies everything she said lah. And I think as a dancer myself, I'm still figuring out all these things. And just the important thing is to critically think through the identities that resonate with us and how we adopt that in our own lives and how we represent that online. I think these cannot be dismissed. And as practitioners, we always need to think through what we are doing.
Beautifully said and beautifully put. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I have some questions, but okay, let's circle back. So let's talk to Kayte first. Yeah.
I feel like I was reading a paper.
What? Reading a paper.
Educated with pole dancing. like wow.
It's just like listen and like
Yeah, Kayte. So we want to talk to you because you've been everything, man. In the dance industry, you've been a dancer, a choreographer, an instructor, and now as your newfound role as a mother and a wife, how are things different now compared to before?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
When you mention married, I think when you are married and you're still dancing, I think it's not much of a difference. It still would be the same. It's when a child comes in the picture. Everything is turned upside down. Your world is changed, and it really is what people say it is. It's no longer about you. It's no longer about your own time. It's about your kid. It's always about your kid. Everything you do is for your kid. So ever since I became a mom, I think I struggled at the beginning, and because I guess it's a first time mom experience, so everything is new, and everything you question everything. You have a lot of self-doubt because you can really just go for trial and error. There's a lot of trial and errors in parenthood. And a lot of my experience with Alif is really like, are we doing this right? Or okay, there was a lot of sacrifices as well. And to be honest, I was in between wanting to go back to dance or completely just leaving that life behind.
Wow,
Yeah. But then I didn't want to feel defeated in a way because of family and a child. I had to give up what I love doing. So, but it took me a while to really like get that self-confidence back again. And I think it's a first-time mom thing. You have a lot of insecurities. So yeah, there's a lot of sacrifice in becoming a parent. You definitely learn a lot about organizing now. Like, I've never been so organized in my life. I never planned my time management in a way that I have this window of time from this time to this time. I gotta get everything done in that time because my daughter's gonna wake up and she's gonna want 100% attention from me. And that's what motherhood is about. Parenthood is about. You have this time to this time, and when your baby is asleep, that's really like wow. That's a window of heaven for you. Like going to your coffee. clean the house or do your laundry, because time is precious.
Precious.
So precious. Yeah, and you're so tired at the end of the day. You're like, but then when you see your child sleep, it's like, wow, everything's worth it. So it's a beautiful struggle, and it's still a work in progress. I am still a work in progress.
So I'm actually quite
Yeah.
surprised, you said that you actually thought about leaving dance.
Mhm.
Like something you love and dream, For us if someone who's never had a child, they would think like, wow, this is what in the world, leave dance. So maybe could you share a little bit more about that? Why you would consider that?
Mhm. Okay. One thing I have to say, there are stereotypes. There are many stereotypes out there that will judge you if you are a dancer, especially if you have if you have a child now and you continue on dancing. So there are definitely people who will say you cannot dance anymore now. You already have a kid. So there were a lot of words from others that really put me down lah. And that's the reason why I also wanted to leave dance.
Okay, hold up. Did Alif get the same words as you?
No, never.
Oh my gosh.
I guess good and bad lah. At that point when I felt like, okay, I'm done with dance, I just want to be a mom and find a stable job. I kind of the positive thing about Alif Echo is that he's younger than me lah, huh? Just tell the world lah, huh? He's younger. So he still very much has that drive and that self drive to keep doing what he loves to do, and I support him for that. And I thought I wanted to be a wife that just supports him from the back, from behind the scenes. But he actually pulled me up. He told me, you can still do this. You got this. You can still do this. And there is nobody like you, and you can do it. So he didn't get the same negativity as what I got, of course. But he also pulled me out of that and made sure that I wasn't going to leave dance for these reasons alone. Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's why it's important to marry a supportive husband. So guys, this is
Agreed.
something that I'm really passionate about. If you are dating somebody who is against you, like suddenly become my preacher.
Yeah. Dating
Yeah.
dancers.
Yeah.
Xiao Mei and Angelene also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's right. All them dating dancers. So guys, listen up. Girls, listen up. If you are dating, I'm very passionate about this. Richard, you must make me the main one.
I love your request.
If you are, oh wait, he's like ignoring me. Okay, never mind.
Wait.
Let me
can do it for
keep
you.
my
Give me
passion alive. Let me keep my passion alive.
Yes,
It's okay. It's
yes.
okay. I'm just gonna go on. If girls, if I'm gonna look at the camera, if you are dating someone who is like super insecure about himself, I'm telling you, he's insecure about himself. Okay, it doesn't. He's not saying these words like, "Hey, don't dance with that guy lah. Why you touch that guy? Why you must like partner this guy? Why you hold his hand? Why you let him touch your waist? Why you wear so revealing? Why your dance style? Why must you practice? Why must you do dance hall? Why must you grind out with somebody else? Why must you it and then he says all this and then he ends with a because I love you. It's all a place of love and like right, it's because I care about you, I don't want people to see that. Girls, that is bullshit. This guy you're dating is insecure. Okay, he is like just thinking about himself. He's selfish. He doesn't care about your dreams and your career and your life and your happiness and what matters most to you. Oh, thanks. It's back to me again. Yeah. So I'm telling you, girls, you deserve much better than that. Okay, so if your guy is telling you, well, don't wear so little lah. Why you go and partner this? It's like you don't have a choice. What the choreographer asks you to partner this person, or like, why is this guy in your crew? It's like, girls, yes, give him a chance, sort him out first. It's like, hey, get your insecurities out, okay? Trust me, believe in me, support me. But if it's like, no, I love you, it's because I love you, leave him.
Suddenly,
Cannot
suddenly
leave him
become,
call Carol. Carol will consult
Sorry,
you.
that maybe you need
suddenly
to
become dating advice, huh?
yeah, dating
Yeah.
advice. Maybe that could be the next show. It's like dating advice.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
move on. All right, let's move on.
Okay,
Thank you,
yeah.
Carol, for
Thank
Thank
pushing.
you, Carol, for
Thank
the
you,
advice.
Richard, for
You saved so
letting me
many
rant this.
Okay. So we have a few questions for all three of you ladies. So I will just ask you the question. Then anyone who wants to answer the question,
Register.
just be like, "Hey, what's up, man? I want to answer." Okay, cool. All right. Do you feel you have to behave like one of the boys when you're in the male-dominated environment? Example, in a battle, or example in a work setting where you are the whole team is basically more male than female, and you're the only female, and you feel like you need to be that girl who like, hey, yeah man,
Yeah.
bro. Hey, okay lah, bro. Cool
Yeah.
lah, bro. Does
Not like Xiao Mei.
hey, stop. Is
Yeah.
that something that you guys feel like you have to behave?
Mm.
All right,
Maybe
Kate.
Xiao Mei first, cause
Hey.
she's in the crew. She's in the crew.
yeah.
You are in the crew, right? Yeah.
You
so
are in a
like,
very
oh,
male
God,
energy crew.
Yeah, male energy crew. Is that why you have the voice like this?
No, I shout too much.
Yeah. How was it like working with them?
I think it's also I think how I grew up actually how to say, like, played a part. So I have a younger brother, and my mom is very tough and strong also. So I'm because I always hang out with my brother when I was young, right? So being around guys feels natural in a sense, because I have a younger brother, and I was very sporty and active when I was young. So I usually play and hang out with the guys a lot more. So for me it's something that I'm used to since young lah. So yeah.
Mm.
Or it's
So-
fun.
So wow, guys, really actually I do feel that when I'm with a bunch of guys,
Mm.
I will find myself a little different than if it was
Yes,
a girl.
I agree. No, I agree, because I feel like certain topics you can talk to a girl, and certain
Yeah.
topics you can not
Yeah.
discuss with boys.
But I
makes
think
sense.
it's because we're trying to behave like them. I just feel
Yeah.
maybe we feel they don't get it. There are certain emotions that we process it differently as them. So sometimes we kind of feel like it's very hard to bring that across. So we kind of like keep back. Maybe it's not for me, like I don't feel like I'm trying to behave differently
Yeah.
for them, but it's more like, yeah, just like mingle with different crowds. It's just like you act differently around different kind of people.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
so
I
it's
don't
not
feel
really
I'm
like,
not myself, but I do feel like maybe with a bunch of guys, some girls they will be able to curse a little bit more. They might probably like indulge in some dirty jokes or something.
yeah.
No, cannot relate.
No, I mean, I always curse, so like, what's the point, right? What's the point?
Not
Okay,
based on
Kate,
gender.
I saw you shaking your head. What do you have to
Yeah.
say?
I think because most of the guys in my life, right? They always come to me for girl advice one. Serious. And it's always like whether they should take the next step, or are these the signs of whether the girl likes them. I think it's just because like I'm a mother now, and I've always, even before I got married, it's like I've always been like the big sister to everybody, so I've just become that person that even though when I'm with guys, we either talk about I do get tomboyish, but I think that's just because of me lah. I'm just a tomboy lah. Yeah. But yeah, the guys around me, they're always asking me about girl stuff, and I'm just like, what to do? Yeah.
It's a different situation.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about the next question is,
Yes.
what qualities of being a female actually helped you to get ahead in the dance industry?
Or it could be in life.
What do you think? Yeah. No, in life.
Yeah.
What are some qualities of being a female actually help?
Yeah.
Maybe Angelene, do you have anything
Yeah.
for this?
I think with our dance industry, there's a lot of roles that have been pigeonholed for females, a lot more than for men.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like
And
what roles?
like, you know, a lot of dinner, these like corporate dinner and dance would want like a burlesque show, or like clubs would want female dancers more than male dancers. Basically we have more opportunities in that sense. But of course, within those opportunities, you need to look and dance a certain way in order to apply for it, which is another issue.
Yeah.
But I think that has in a way allowed us to be a bit more financially stable. Because I feel like there's a greater influx of jobs. No matter how problematic the roles are, like if you choose to take it up because you need the money, there is a greater flow for women. Yeah. So I think it has worked in our favor.
Mm. There are more employment opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you
How
think?
about Xiao Mei?
Yeah, Xiao Mei.
What qualities of being a female got help you differ in your dance industry?
Yeah, I think I agree with her because like example like if we go to teach in schools or class, right? If you are a male instructor and then you are talking to female students, maybe it's a little bit more sensitive, right? Like or like example, sometimes you need to correct them, and sometimes having some physical contact actually helps you understand your body better. But a male instructor might not be. It's gonna be very sensitive for them to like guide in a more personal way because it might take it in the wrong sense, right? So I think being a female kind of help in that sense, yeah. Because if you touch guys not gonna say things about you, right? Like your shoulder need to, But if you're a guy and you touch a girl, then it's a little bit more sensitive. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. The touching thing you get away with
I
it a bit.
Yeah. Like it's like a male teacher always face this kind of problem. I
Yes.
mean, yeah. It's so hard to find. Sometimes as a school accounts manager, it's so hard to find instructors for jobs like
Oh yeah, Lam. So maybe you can share. Do schools specify? Do they prefer a female or male instructor sometimes?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
So it's always the first thing. I mean, especially for girls' school. Yeah. So girls' school they will always say, definitely female instructor. Then you also cannot ask why. It's like, don't you understand? It's obvious. Like what? My coach is pervert, is it? You know what I mean? It's like,
but boys' school they want girls instructor also, is it?
Oh yeah, but boys' school it's okay to have a girls instructor, right? Yeah.
But they actually prefer male. Somehow they presume that male are able to control them better.
Okay. That makes okay. That's another stereotype. Okay. Okay. You let us know one quality that you feel like it helped you being a female.
I think for me, right, coming from instructor at a studio, I realized I think being a woman, we have natural maternal instinct. So this is even before, and we're born with it. It's like women are naturally we will have this instinct, this maternal instinct, because I don't know how God designed us. Like it's just this, it will be instigated in you like at a certain age in your life that you will start developing this instinct that we're more sensitive towards people. We're more nurturing naturally, rather other than men. Men are like Xiao Mei said at the beginning. Men they're very aggressive at times. So it's not like, yeah. I'm so also speaking from my experience. My husband is also very aggressive in terms of in terms of him like practicing training or training his students. He's very like and
laugh KS also like that, is it?
No, just in guys, general guys are just
Hello,
competitive.
Look at their partners. Angie as well, Ronnie, right?
He's very regimental.
I think like men that when it comes to like training, coming from like training students in dance, my husband is very military. Alif is very military. Like black is black, white is white, yes is yes, no is no. But for me, right, I also can get military, but I'm also very sensitive towards my students at the end. It's about their journey through this experience of learning from me. It's about their program. It's about them. It's not really about me. So we are nurturing naturally. So I think students in general would feel more comfortable coming to a female instructor just because they feel nurtured lah. Yeah. And but for men, they will feel like, okay, I know we'll learn from him. But if it came to a point like they want to ask my teacher if like, you know, so I feel like this is based on my experience. My students also, they know that okay, also very understanding. If I tell her this, she will also be emotionally understanding towards me. So women alone, men need a woman's touch to like make things more colorful.
Oh wow.
Blossom.
Yes, all the men out there, if you agree, please
Comment down.
donate
Don't Carol, today you dare to say a last show already.
Yeah. I to add on to Kate, I agree. It's like I think women show men that soft is also strong. We don't always have to be hard to be strong. And like what she said, right? Being a female, we are more in touch and with our emotions, right? So I think guys feel more comfortable talking about how they feel to a female instructor as compared to a guy. Like if you go to a male instructor and talk about your feelings, maybe they kind of like depends on what kind of guy he is, but like maybe guys don't really want to talk about their emotions so much, you know. So I think as female instructors, we care about how they're feeling. How do you feel about today's class? Like, are you feeling okay? Like, we care about the feelings, like, you know, maybe guys are what you think of the class, maybe more factual, but we care about how they feel.
Yeah, I like this point. I think the times are changing and people need to catch up to the fact that being emotional with the quotation or like being able to talk about feelings and being understanding is strength as well. Like leaders no longer about being like, you know, it's I think times are changing and a good part of being a good leader is being able to talk about things like feelings, having EQ
vulnerabilities.
And because we are artists, right? So I think it's very important to be in tune with how you are feeling, so that the art that you create or when you dance, right, it comes from within. Then you have to be strong and block it out.
And Angie got something to say?
I think I want to add on to that because in my experience, I've come across male authority figures who are also very nurturing, and I think it's this kind of stereotype that like men have internalized as well, that they cannot be super vulnerable or like super emotional, especially when they are occupying a position of authority. Yeah, but I think by some men already embodying that maternal instinct, it kind of shows that there's something that can be learned, something that's not exclusive to women.
Yeah, agree. I think nowadays the guys are showing a little bit more different kind of side of them, so it's good. Yeah. Okay, next question. do you feel there's... Oh, no. Next question is a bit sensitive. In your experience, have you ever felt ostracized or discriminated or harassed for being a female?
Ooh.
You can no need to mention names, but you can
Yeah.
have that incident where it makes you feel.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kate.
I mean, as I said before, this happened after I gave birth. After my maternity leave, I wanted to go back into dance. And when I did, that's where I felt like I felt discriminated. There was definitely a lot of comments saying that I no longer dance the same. They were body shaming me. They were expecting more from me, or something like, oh, it's already been 5 months, so she should be back in shape. She should be back as her normal self, or things like that. If that was her comeback class, I expected more from that. She's not the Kate that we used to know. Oh, that one. I mean, honestly, I felt like, why? At that point, I really felt very down. I'm like, why did I even think of going back? But it just showed like how people were so insensitive, and they think like having a baby is like buying a baby at the shop. Hello, I literally gave birth, and I carried a baby for 9 months. It's like people they don't even initiate to think about that period of time where a woman carried the baby for that amount of time, gave birth, and even in that break of 5 months of that maternity break, that doesn't mean rest. That means you are a mom and you are busy as hell. Probably the most tiring times of my life I can be. So I definitely faced discrimination because I couldn't understand where it was coming from, and I couldn't understand that there are people that are very insensitive, especially to mothers. That's why I was shocked, and that's why I thought I'm gonna disappear for a while. Let me just focus on motherhood, take my time, and come back.
Yeah.
So
And it's always this subtle comment that we think like it's not hurtful, but it's always coming to us.
No, but nobody will say that to another person. Like, how can someone judge someone based on their growth or based on a certain point of life that they are at? You know, like, how can someone just give an opinion like that? Like, oh, you're not the same as you are before. Yeah, because I freaking gave birth to a fucking human being. What the fuck do you mean? Okay, like, what do you, like, how do you expect that to be the same? You know what I mean? Like,
I reached one point where I was like, I was gonna blow up. I replied back to this person. It was in the studio. The incident was at the studio, and I said I was actually leaning towards the desk because my back was so painful, and it's the after effect of the what's that called?
Epidural.
Oh yeah. So then I was helping take video for one of the instructors and she was dancing with her crew at that time. So one of the members of the crew asked me, hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you holding your back? I said, because I have a very bad backache, and plus I just finished my class, so I have a very bad backache . And then she said, oh, because of your baby, is it? I said, yeah. And also, it's just after birth thing, your back will ache.
It's coming.
And then she said, is it because you're like very heavy now? I've noticed also your weight hasn't.
Oh my God, just say that.
And then it was like, then I said, I just gave birth to a baby. The best part is she replied with, yeah, but you gave birth to a baby like 6 months, 7 months ago. That was the best part. So I really I was just like, oh, never mind, ignore, never mind. But this little comments does make you, it hurts it's a subtle comment, but it hurts big because you know that yes, you were once thin, yes, you were once faster and you move faster in your dance, yes, you were once sharper in your dance, whatever it is, you were once like that, and the whole game changes when you have a child and you feel defeated you feel very defeated. Like, I just had a child. Does that mean I'm already like I no longer am the same person? And does that mean I get to be discriminated just because I had a child? Like,
Sorry, can I ask who is the one who said it? Was it a female or a male?
it was a female.
See,
Oh. See?
let's see how she is when she gives birth, huh? Let's see how she is when she gives birth, okay?
I
Then
think
you
I
will
was
have
triggered.
Yeah. Kate must be like, I really need to organize so many things. I still need to hear you say all these things. Angry.
Yeah, but
Oh my God.
yeah, that's lah. I didn't have a good like back to my dance life experience at the beginning. But yeah, just keep going forward. It's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So inspiring, my goodness. I think like a lot of people do feel like motherhood is an one-off event. It feels like it. It's like, oh, okay, there's a baby, okay. But mothers are so quietly, their strength is so quiet, it's not something that they boast or shout about. So it's kind of even harder for someone to relate or understand. Actually, to be honest, yes, I mean, it's impossible to understand this miracle that happens in the body. So
Yeah.
And she cannot even complain.
yeah.
Correct. Because if you complain, right, you just feel ungrateful, and you're like, I just have blessing. I'm not being ungrateful. I don't know how to describe this feeling of being so grateful, but at the same time so exhausting. At the same time so rewarding. I don't know how all these emotions work in one. But it's it's amazing. But I do wish, because I was one of those like people who used to be like, oh wow, motherhood, I'm so ready for motherhood. I'm so ready for a baby. I think if I remember correctly, I got tell Xiao Mei before, I want a baby. I want a baby. And when I finally had a baby, I was like, oh, nothing. There was no like, guidance. There's no book of guidance how to be a mom, how to be a parent. It's really like you will only understand it until you experience it. And I thought I'm ready. I've seen like my sister-in-law, and I practice with my students also. So I was like, you know what, motherhood is in me. I got this. And then when I finally got it, I'm like,
no sound.
yeah. So
okay. Sorry, I also want to listen from Angeline's point of view. Like, have you ever been discriminated, harassed?
Wow, okay, I don't know how to follow up to Kate's point.
No need to follow up.
Yeah.
It's just your opinion.
I guess it's always very subtle. Like you don't realize that you are because you are a woman that you are being targeted for certain things. Yeah. For example, costumes. I think for us, like, we are more policed in a way. Like how much cleavage you're showing, how much ass you're showing, like is your top see-through. Like there's a lot of things that people can say. And there was this one competition, I won't name which competition it is, but we were wearing like a standard black safety shorts. Yeah. And with like Debicon's stunts, there's a lot of like going upside down and stuff. And so like on the day of the competition, like the organizers come and tell us we cannot wear the black shorts because it's too sexual. But it is a
audience, you sexual, you say.
Wait, but isn't the point of safety shorts to make it not sexual?
Yeah, so I don't get it. Country, so like we can't really argue with their cultural context either. So their suggestion was for us to wear white safety shorts, which they were gonna tailor for us. Yeah, and then we showed them like, no, it's worse, especially when I'm on my I was on like second day period. Yeah, but in the end, we managed to find some sort of compromise where we wear the black shorts inside the white shorts, which is just okay. So I won't say anything more about that, but it's really if we were like a guys team, I don't really know how that will play out. If there will be the option for it to play out as well. Yeah. And I think secondly is a few years back when I was polling very consistently, like my arms were getting quite muscular. And because it's very hot, I don't like to wear sleeves. So usually I'm just wearing like sleeveless, right? Wow, the comments I got for like, oh, you put on weight, or like, wow, so muscular, then it just makes you feel very like, is there something wrong with it? You know? Yeah, and especially if the person is like close to you or like somebody important in your life, then you don't really know how to deal with it. Yeah. Yes.
I think the worst is when the opinion comes in very negatively. It's not something that they can be like, oh, you put on, it's not constructive. It's more of like, oh, you put on weight, fuck you.
Yeah. A very good one. I have a very good one. Yes. So there was this event where I was doing like a solo pole performance, and the crowd is supposed to be quite like affluent, quite well educated. So I was expecting it to be like, just go into my thing, it'll be fine. But as I walk onto stage, and I was like posing and ready for the music to play, so I stand by. Then the MC, who is a male, says, "All right, guys, get ready your tissues."
What? Sorry again.
He said, "All right, guys, get ready your tissues."
Oh.
Like, this is gonna come on. I cannot do anything. Yeah, so that wasn't a very good experience. Yep. So that's my experiences.
I'm just speechless when I'm just hearing all this.
Yeah, and the thing is, this oh my god, this happens to everyone. Like every female faces this in minute or maximum whatever it is, whatever
spectrum. Yes. And not just females, like trans people also.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a Singapore dance competition. Oh, sure. Is she shy?
No lah, don't.
No, don't.
Yeah, I don't know. You want? I don't know. You just say the story.
I'm just saying, like, for guys, if you are ever an MC, and you are host, and you have to follow up hosting with an all-female team, or if you are a host of a all-female dance competition, please be a little bit more tactful in your emceeing, especially when you're hosting an all-female dance competition. You don't say things,
I know which competition already.
I just feel like, I'm so sorry, this is something that maybe I'm like, for guys, yes, you don't really have an advantage here when it comes to when you have to host an all-female dance competition. You better watch what you're saying, the tone that you're saying in, and then it's better come from a place of respect and not like, whoa, look at those.
They try to be funny, but it's always like backfire.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. All right, okay, let's move on.
Yeah, I think we're gonna exceed our 1 hour show. I cannot.
Sorry, Richard.
Topic too juicy. I cannot.
Yeah, too much tea.
How about Xiao Mei? Your side confirm got a lot more stories.
So what's your question? The question is, have you ever been no. Because the word is very strong. As in like, have you ever been harassed, ostracized,
or discriminated?
Maybe
in the end, then you realize, oh my god, that happened. Maybe on the spot you didn't realize it was towards you. Can be any point of time.
Actually, I'm very lucky. I have never really experienced like bad incident with guys like that, because like maybe when I sensed it, I just walk away. I already walk away before it can happen. So I was very lucky. And I'm not the kind of girl that like to wear show cleavage, wear shorts, on my picture. So I don't get stuff like that because I'm always wearing long sleeve and long pants. But so maybe because maybe subconsciously I felt, maybe I don't know, I felt it. So I have never really wear very low, especially when I do hip hop. I don't like to wear like because maybe if you try to focus too much on your chest, I mean, guy will naturally be looking at you, right? So for me, I never really wear super tight clothes when I how to say, like dance or like go for competition for me myself. So maybe subconsciously I feel it. So I don't even do that to attract people that are insensitive to say things like that. Yeah. So I was lucky that I don't really have it. Yeah.
But my question is, will you ever want? Is there a point of time where you looked at something and you're like, oh shit, I want to wear that, but like, I will get comments from other people, and so let me not.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
So you have a self-censoring thing.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe like subconsciously, I already like censored to not wear like that to attract certain comment from people that are insensitive about it. Yeah.
Okay. But guys, do you also feel it's got to do with the dance genre? It's very tied to the dance genre that they are practicing and they are doing as well. What do you think?
It depends, because okay, this happened to the example that you gave, the B girl, Jilo. Yeah. Okay.
Jilo.
She was harassed, probably wearing the same
Okay. True.
Covered,
whatever boy looking or whatever it is. No, I feel like as another person, be it man or female, if you have the intention of like sexually attacking someone else, it doesn't have to matter about what the other person is wearing. Like, you already have the intention, you're gonna do it anyways. You know what I mean? And that is the thing that needs to be put on hold before you attack people on how they are dressing. You get what I mean? It's the instigator that needs to be put into place, not the person who is dressing the way they want to dress. If that makes sense. Yeah. So I think this lesson needs to go on from a different point of view. It's not to teach our women to be like a women or men to dress eloquently to what society gives them. This is how a female should look like, and she will be respected. It shouldn't be that. It should be no matter what she's wearing. She naked also. If she
you cannot touch her.
If she says no, it means no.
Yeah.
That's something that we should teach our children, and that's something that everyone should learn. Like, it's not even men or female. Anyone can do it. But it's whether the instigator wants to do it or not. It's never about the other person
agree.
wearing what it is.
Yeah, maybe one thing I can share is like maybe like around the idea of the expectation is last time when I was younger, right? When I was still finding a style of my own, there are guys that like make comment like, why do you dance like a boy? Why do you dance like so I last time I saw this advertisement before. It was so interesting. So they had kids. I think it's a Dove maybe it's a Dove advertisement. They asked the girls run like a girl. The girl just run. Little kids, girl just run. But if you ask a woman to run like a girl, they're gonna run like this. You get what I'm trying to say? Like this image in the mind. So why kids don't, when you tell kids to run like a girl, why doesn't the girl do this? But a woman will have the image of like run like a girl. If the comment is run, then they started running like this. So I felt it was very interesting because there are guys that last time do give comments like, why do you dance so manly? Why do you want to dance like a boy? But then, so does it mean that if a guy have a more feminine style means he dance like a girl? You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like there's this like expectation or like, oh, if you do this means if you're a girl you have to be like this, or if you're a guy you have to be like this.
Yes.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking about this, I guess, Xiao Mei's point. I was thinking about this in preparation for this interview because I was like, why is there hip hop and girls hip hop? You know, and there's street dress, but there's no dress. Like,
Oh yes, yeah.
This conversation
Yes.
gotta be
Yeah,
that.
let's talk about it.
yeah,
Yes.
because the female is always seen as a relational subject to the default, which is the man, right? So we are always seen as the appendage,
Boom.
right? So in order for us to see ourselves as subjects and for everybody else to see ourselves as subjects, we cannot always go back to that relational ideal.
Agree. Yeah,
And
I
then-
think it's very, very interesting. I agree.
Female autonomy, which Xia Xue was denying us. Anyway.
Yeah, why don't have boys hip hop?
Mm,
Boys hip hop
mm,
class. Like, girls hip hop class means like, but like, but if I'm a girl, I teach hip hop is girls hip. But I understand because sometimes in business, like the public has this image already. So if you say girls hip hop, maybe girls will want to go more because they felt that it's something for the girls. So business point of view, like, and the naming understandable, but like when we are just discussing this, like in general, just like interesting. Why no boys hip hop? So the boys will go for the boys hip hop class, and then the girls go for the girls hip hop.
Okay, but let me throw this in. Could we see it as, for example, we have, like Xiao Mei, you yourself have a all girls event.
Yeah.
So your idea is to promote a safe space for girls. So could the motivation behind a girls hip hop class be the same? To kind of like have what do y'all think about this? That I mean, yes, business could be one, but what about, girls have needing a safe space for, yeah, what do you think about
maybe because like maybe in the August class, like how uses more how to say, like maybe in the girls hip hop class they are more in touch with the way they move the body, like isolation and everything, but maybe in a male dominated hip hop class, then it's more about the I think the energy. Yeah, I think makes sense. Yeah.
But I do understand if you see it from a genre point of view, there is no like girls hip hop genre. It's like what is that? But it's really, yeah, maybe if we could see from an environment point of view.
safer
Yes,
place
yes,
also.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
But do you think anybody will want to take a boys hip hop class? Do you think we could start a boys street jazz?
That's interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah.
Okay, we have a question for Kate. I think it's a question that has thrown to us before we very, very long ago. But it's nice to she's asking Kate. Okay, she say, how has your work changed after being a mother? Have you lost certain streams of income and had to be creative to make up?
Who's this question from?
This lady is called Meowsy. Meowsy.
Well, thankfully, I didn't really have to compromise on my work. I think what changed is the struggle. There's more struggles and challenge for me. I feel like my job, being a mom now, I have to play different roles. I'm always pulled right and left, and I didn't really have to compromise on my job. I'm very thankful to dance people for that, because they actually put me in a higher position now, so I don't really have to compromise on my work hours. So, but the disadvantage of my role is that I have to attend to everybody. That means everybody will come to me, and then I have to give them the green light. But then when I'm playing my mom role, that means I cannot attend to them, and then I have this bunch of people that is waiting on me to give them a green light. So I get a bit flustered. I think that's where my anxiety kicks in, because I'm pulled in all directions. And when I'm doing work, I'm taking care of my daughter, that's where the mom guilt comes. Or if I have to prioritize work and I have to throw my daughter to her grandma or a babysitter, that's where the mom guilt comes because that's my time of role. That's my time to be a mom. I shouldn't be prioritizing work. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like my struggle and my challenge is really playing a lot more roles now than before. Yeah.
Wow.
Correct. But in terms of income, thankfully God has blessed me. And you'll be fine. Don't be so dramatic. Sometimes.
Love it.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
We have one last question to ask.
Go.
Carol, do you have any specific questions? We
Yeah,
actually
I
have a lot
actually-
more than I asked.
Yeah. Okay, but
Yeah, I want to learn from that. Let's ask 2 more questions. Please, Richard, please.
Okay. Madhu, you
yeah,
ask.
Madhu, you go. Madhu,
Okay.
okay, Madhu, ask the question. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, wait, which one should I ask? I don't
The
know.
one that you really wanted to
Choose.
ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna ask: is bringing out sexuality in your dance an advantage or a disadvantage to whichever style you guys dance in?
And
Get what I mean?
Angie is like, you can see all over her face. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a tough question.
What do you mean by sexuality? It's like you are
like-
girls, you got boobs, then you have to shake, or then you have
No,
ass, then you
as in like me feeling more in tune with my in tune with showing a part of me that is more sexy. As a female, I tend to be looked at oh, this is coming out wrong. Wait. As a female, it's easy for us to be okay, when you say the word sexy, the first thing that comes to your mind is a female image of a sexy woman. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, how do you put in that sexuality in your dance? And like, is it an advantage or a disadvantage? Like, because some people may look at it as like, oh, she got more flow and she more feeling. But then some people can look at it like, that one a bit like, hey, calm down. You know? Yeah. So what is your point on that? Angie, you can go first.
Oh man, that's a tough question. I think because it can be defined in so many ways, like it may not be outrightly sexual. It can just be you feeling good in your own skin. And that might equate to many different ways of manifestations of how you dance. On the most like banal level of definition, whether bringing out sexuality is an advantage or disadvantage. Okay, if you define advantage as like getting more views, then I think we all know the answer is yes. And it kind of sucks because like I mean experimenting with my own pole videos, like those that are more exotic, even if it's not like outrightly exotic, it's just like I'm wearing heels and I'm doing tricks. You know, it may not be exotic stuff, but those tend to get more views than posts that like I'm wearing more clothes and I'm doing a different stuff. Yeah, and it's very disappointing lah. Honestly, come on. Yeah, and yeah, so I think for me it would be an advantage if it means that you are feeling more comfortable in your own skin. Then I can really watch you dance and I enjoy what I see as an audience. But it can be a disadvantage if you are purposely putting yourself in this like sexualized light just to get attention. Then you are kind of taking it from yourself.
Good point. Yeah. Okay. All right.
How about
Let's
Kate?
ask Xiao Mei.
Oh, Xiao
Okay,
Mei, yeah,
Kate.
yeah.
Or anyone?
Yeah.
Who wants to go?
From everybody.
Hey, May, you go first. I I never really looked at it that way. I'm gonna say, for example, when I see Ange post her poll videos, right? Oh my god, wait guys, I need to charge my laptop. It's not oh shit.
I thought she was gonna say something about her video, like, oh my god.
Wait.
Okay. Please Xiao Mei first.
Oh my god. I never think about it in that sense before, because maybe to me, sexy can be strong is sexy to me, not like physically about like boobs or the ass, like strong is sexy. Like a girl moving very confidently is sexy to me.
Yeah.
Like example, when I go for whacking event, then I see the girls like they like they're like, to me it's like wow, like it inspire me because I feel like wow, the girls are very comfortable moving in their own way and like touching themselves when they dance, so that is sexy to me, not like, but I know what you're saying, Madhu. Like when I hear the word sexy at the start, at first I wouldn't use it to describe someone, because I think when people hear the word sexy, we always link it to something physical, but to me sexy is something that cannot be seen also, like confidence, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I agree.
Kate?
Yeah, I agree with May. So I go back into an example when I watch, usually when I watch Ange poll video, right? The first thing that comes into my mind is like, oh my god, how can she wear the safety shorts and be able to grip herself in that pole? But and then when I start seeing her do the stunts, my thinking is like, I'm motivated like to even just go to the gym and work out, because her physique is so like, to me it's sexy. She's not skinny, she's not fat, she's strong.
Yeah.
She's athletic, and she's able to carry herself in that pole. And the first thing I'm thinking of, like, wow, I really need to get myself to the gym and be strong and just, take care of my body, because women can, honestly, I took pole dancing, like, I took a course. It's not easy at all. I've never even gone level 2, so I can understand like the amount of strength needed for pole. But to me, when I see women that are able to like be confident, like Xiao Mei said, you're confident in your own skin. You're doing it artistically. You're not there like, hi, this is, call me at 1800 and 115. It's not like that. There's so many ways to show sexy now. A woman can be in a suit, like a man's suit.
Yeah.
And some people will say, why are you dressed like in a man's suit? That's what men wear. But to me, like when I see like Michelle Obama, for example, she's in a man's suit and she's in a lecture seminar, and she's telling everybody, telling the generation of what their generation is capable of doing in the future. To me, that is sexy. That is a different kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Be in man clothes, but you are also very powerful. Female empowerment nowadays is shown in so many ways. It's not like the old traditional ways anymore, where the society will expect women to like be totally like, if you show a bit of skin already, then it's like cannot. So yeah, times have changed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
And I think like
Beautiful.
even Madhu, I feel Madhu is very sexy.
Yes,
Madhu.
sexy.
Like when it comes to dance hall, I mean I gotta say, like every time in dance hall, even if she wear with like big t-shirts and big pants and all that, but when she dance, I can feel that it's sexy. It's not like revealing and all that. Yeah. So yes, Madhu, what do you have to say about sexuality?
Stop it. Like, oh my God. Okay. For me, I feel like as a female, right, and someone who does dance hall, which is already it's dance hall came from an expression of many different types of things, and sexuality was one of it. Sex was one of it. So for me to be confident and also be sexy in that in my dance. It I feel for me is definitely at an advantage, but for other people who sees it and doesn't understand the history culture behind the whole dance, is gonna look at it and be like, wow, she shake her hands too much, like, there's definitely gonna be comments like that. And I feel like no matter what, I will still be this way because this is how the dance is. What do you want me to do, right? You want me to change the culture? You want me to change
like that.
So like, yeah, I mean, ultimately is no matter if the dance style or the dance genre is a certain way, I feel like you are representing something, do it to the best you can, and that's all that we are trying to do.
Yeah. Agree.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So one last thing before we go into the next segment with Rachel and Nat. Okay, I think that right now, even with Alika on live with Kate, I think this is what we need to really see more of. Like this should be the norm. Yeah, mothers who are leaders taking the lead, and even if you're a woman and you don't want to be a mother, it's fine, guys. Also, this one is also fine. Okay, go 1000% in your career. Just focus, just be happy in your own skin. I think this is what I think I've took away from that. Just really be happy and comfortable with doing what you want to do and pursue that. If you want to be a mother, go all out. Be a mother, pursue it. If you don't want to be a mother, it's also okay. But always remember the advice to leave that guy if he tell you not to support your dreams.
What, you got experience, is it? You like
no, I just have
experience
too
around
many girlfriends who are in dance who are like so miserable because like their boyfriends are like, I'm like, girl, you deserve better. So with that is my last word, to like leave that guy if like he is not supportive of your dreams. So any last words from Angie, Xiao Mei and Kate before we wrap this up? Yeah.
Like any advice for the next generation of female dancers?
I can go. I think now we live in both a fortunate and unfortunate age that you can do so little and get so famous. I think my advice to future female dancers would be substance over ego. Keep digging deeper into what you're doing. Like, don't dumb yourself down just to get the likes. Yeah, just really lead with your passions deep. Go deep.
Xiao Mei?
About Xiao Mei.
I think my advice for the younger generation would be pursue whatever that you want to pursue and not be hindered by our gender. Yeah, if you feel like you want to go for something, just go for it and not let your other half or guys dictate that you should or should not do something. You want to do, you do it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Kate and Alika.
I agree with all, but what I also realized with the new generation of dancers, sorry, my husband is.
There's no way I can detect it.
I chuchuba. Okay, you go. Sorry. Okay, go.
There's no way I can detect.
I think what I noticed is some of the generation some of the dancers of this generation, lack of self-confidence. So I think because we live in a society where it's also very competitive now. Yeah, would you guys agree? We're very fortunate that we have a lot of resources to learn from, but also there's a lot of competition now. It's hard to stand out, and so when you're not standing out, easily people get discouraged and feel like they're not good enough to keep up with society's expected standard. The thing is, it's all of that is true. It is it is easy, but also very hard during this period. I mean, nowadays at times, right? Even I, for myself, I feel like I have to constantly keep up to remain relevant in some sort of way so that I can continue doing what I love to do. I mean, right now in the dance community, in the world dance communities, we're not just, it's not a competition just in our own country. It's really the world. And it seems like everybody can get opportunities now. So how do you knock in that door and start banging so you can get this similar opportunities as well? But I think you have to believe in your fight lah. You have to be proud of your craft, and you have to be proud of your style. Most importantly, you have to be proud of you, and you have self-confidence. It's okay to fail, but also give yourself credit for how far you've gone, how much you've done. And this self-confidence is not being boasting, but it's not being arrogant. It's really appreciating, like, okay, I've done this. If it's not good enough, I'm gonna keep doing it until we achieve that. And I feel like it's okay because we be something else meant for your heart. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
We are not to where we want to be. We are brought to where we are needed to be. That makes sense. So I think this self-confidence is key. A little bit on they feel that I feel down. What can I do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna stop dancing for a while and just disappear. I think men must be and to feel down. We all have our days that we self-discriminate. Get over that, get back up again, and continue doing what you love to do. Because I think in the society that we live in, this is the key to keep going.
Beautiful. Okay.
Beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, being a female comes with its own perks and challenges. And I think it's just the way history is being passed down through generations. You know, like women in the past fought so hard to bring liberation to where it is today. And like, I feel like that is something we cannot undermine and undervalue. That is very important. And all this fighting and all this talking about, you know, sexual assault stories, or like people who are marching for women's rights, I think it gave us a voice. And again, as said before, this is not a fight to see who is the better sex, whether male or female is better. We are all fighting for equality, and ultimately we're fighting for like human rights, because everyone wants to be treated the way you want to be treated. So treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yes.
Yes.
Love that.
I think at the end of the day, we have to really learn to be informed.
Yeah.
Like anything, a lot of things, you can find a lot of comments, whether is it constructive. You cannot always just throw comments out thinking that, you know, oh, I'm just giving my feedbacks, you know. Yeah, so always be sensitive about it. And thank you, ladies, so much. I think we're learning a lot. You know how I like you're empowering people as well with that experience. There are people on the comments that say, oh my God, I feel so empowered. So all these things that you have experienced in the past, all these like whatever comments, know that it's coming to a place where you are going to help other people from here as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you for all your contributions to make women who we are today, to be
having us.
Thank you.
Look at Alika. Yeah.
Hey, Alika, next generation.
Alika, are you learning? Learn from the best.
Yes, let's go, Alika.
Yeah.
Next gen over there. Ooh, Jimmy. Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
Right.
So, don't leave first, because we have our last segment for today, which is a very interesting fashion homeway by two fashion homeway, not fashion runway, but we call it a homeway. It's done at home, okay, and it's by two fashionista. With what? Carol, your
Oh.
mouth is moving a little bit.
Oh, sure. Okay. I was like, we're gonna bring out Rachel and Wolf Boy Net.
Yeah.
Net.
They're gonna show us how they're gonna change their outfit later
Yes.
on. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Woo! All right. Okay. So before we move for commercial break, we are gonna be showing you a video of a spring summer collection by Mashup, and it was creatively directed by Wolf Boy Dad. Ooh. Okay, y'all watch this video right now. Okay, right now.
I believe.
Yeah, how to leave.
All right, guys. Welcome to the last
We
segment
are
of today.
back. That's right.
Oh, after a very intense moment just now, feel so
Yeah.
empowered. Now we're gonna garner all the energy into this last segment. Welcome to this thing called the fashion home way.
That's
So
right.
we are doing this because like we realize a lot of dancers nowadays they are actually taking pride in styling themselves, and some of them even start to have their own labels. For example, like Madhu, give a name. Someone who started a label, fashion label. Look at the
Wait,
script.
I'm reading.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Cited.
Oh,
Yay, cited.
yeah. And also many of them start to also source for like limited pieces around, from vintage stores and also from thrift stores. For example, like Madhu,
Brown.
Great job reading the
which is
script.
good job for picking it fast. So it's a great sign, right, Carol? Because like 6-7 years ago it was a certain trend. We are following a certain trend, but now there's like a very big diversity in terms of how you can present yourself with your fashion statement. So we have two fashionistas that we have invited today because we really want to encourage more of this brands and fashionistas to really start to build their own portfolio.
Yeah.
So today we have these two fashionistas that will come up and show you guys some of their wardrobe within 3 minutes. Okay, they're gonna give you guys some fashion home way. So let's give it up for the first one. We have Wolf Boy Ne.
So show us what you got. All the way from, where does he stay? The sunny island of Singapore.
Sunny island or some part of Singapore.
Maybe he stays in Woodlands or Sengkang or outside. Wow. Wow, what is oh. I don't
Damn.
Oh, wow.
All right, that was a very
I think he's having a quick change right now.
yes.
Is
He
it a
had
change?
drapes and sunglasses over there. That is another new statement right there. You know what I mean?
The music.
Yes.
The music going. The fashion has not ended yet.
Wow.
Oh, nice. You know, my mom once said, my auntie once said that if you don't wear bra, your boobs will be flappy. That's I think that's what that's what. Yeah.
All right, what else will he be bringing us? Inspired by many parts of the life. Okay, keep the song going. Keep the song going.
Wow. Wow, I can really love wearing this week. Yes.
Damn.
Love the sunglasses. Wow.
Yeah. Turn out from next. What is the fourth outfit
Wow,
we're gonna
amazing.
have? Yeah, we're just really
shine.
challenging them, man.
He
Rocky
shine.
say, let's get it, Nat.
Brothers, he's here all day.
So Ned was actually a LaSalle student, right? He studied fashion, did he?
Yes.
Wow.
He didn't start as a dancer. He started as
I need that. I need that. I need that, Ned. Yes. Wow.
Damn. Audience, if you want to buy their costume, you can just leave a comment and say that's mine. Start eating.
Yeah, that was like
going for
prints on prints on prints.
Okay, there we go. I can feel him coming out. One more quick thing.
the last one. It's coming. Oh, yes. No.
Wow. I love that. I love this one.
Carrot, just you in this.
How many sunglasses does he have? My goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
One for
give
every
it up.
outfit.
Yay! Wow, that pattern on pattern look. Oh my god, I want it. I want that.
Yes.
I want to put
Yes,
so many patterns on my body. You don't know whether I'm a zebra, a cow. You don't know. A leopard.
Choose whoever walk past you. Did I just see a zebra? No. It's a leopard. No.
Wow.
All right.
Amazing. But to be able to mix patterns, I think that is a skill, guys. I'm
Yes.
just, I
And
can't, yeah.
Are you a fashion student?
Yeah.
You're a
Trying to
fashion
the style
student.
of fashion.
This is before you started dancing.
Yeah.
Wow.
When did you started dancing then?
We started like maybe 2 to 3 years ago.
And who were your
3 years ago.
mentors in dance?
I started with scratch marks actually.
Oh, who we're gonna bring up next?
I
Next
don't
one,
know.
we're gonna bring up his mentor. We're gonna talk to you later on, okay, Nat? Because we're gonna have your competitor is gonna come in to show her stash.
Yeah.
So let's go.
But
I'm sure she saw your runway. She will try to top it up. Maybe she's
Yeah.
trying to appear first or something.
No.
No. All right, next one. Let's welcome Rachel. Rachel, show us what you have, man.
Rachel, let's go.
Wow.
Yo, I'm into long coats right now. I think that is me.
Oh,
I love
Wow. She wastes no time.
Yeah.
two outfit in one. Three outfits.
It's very exciting. What's gonna come next? Okay, I think the next one will be like a tribal pattern. Pajamas. I think tribal pattern.
Maybe something colorful.
Colour-
I feel. Colorful for me.
Right. Colorful tribal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel is always quite layered when it comes to clothing.
Yes. Yes.
Or maybe she's already there. It's camouflage. Think about it.
Where is
Oh,
she?
that's true. Is she hidden in the
Whoa.
door?
Later you see Marzipan appear. What's going on? Who is the main model? Rachel, do you fall asleep? Hello?
Oh wow, colorful, yes. This is giving me some retro vibe.
Singapore, you find yourself like
Love this.
Wow.
Madhu, I think I can see you in that dress.
Oh, you funny. You funny. Very funny. I can never pull that off. I can never pull that off. Damn. She
What
look like
ball
she
was
going. She look like she going on a weekend to Paris.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. So like Paris.
Bonjour. Then she do the dance. Bonjour. Croissant. Croissant. And then you too. I don't know.
So anyhow,
Yeah.
what's next? What's next?
What
Show us
next? What will Rachel show us next?
Which country will she
She'll
be
probably-
going?
Oh, maybe she will come up with a.
Oh,
That is. Wow.
Oh, that bell.
Oh, last time. Always post ready. Oh. Yeah, the Jimmy.
Damn.
Yes.
Hey, so
Just a belt can change the look like.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what? Maybe the next one she'll come up with is her costume. Remember from Dance Delight?
the one, the
Oh.
white one.
Imagine she started coming out in all her previous costume. Is that costume or is that?
You know, today I think three of us need to learn a little bit more about fashion. Like,
Yeah,
it's very limited our lingo.
Yeah, I only know shirt and pants. That's all.
And
Hey, even
earrings.
fashion it's not.
I think we need to have like a sense of fun when it comes to fashion and like yeah, and not be so uptight. I think I'm really uptight, so I'm like only black and white for me.
No, yours is about comfort, right?
Just when
Oh,
you wear
wow.
black and white.
Black and white, but I love how she carry it.
Yes.
Yoshi vibe.
Oh, that's blue.
Oh, wow.
You.
Give it up, Rachel. Wow, amazing, amazing.
That blue though. That blue
Yeah.
though. You see that blue?
Wow,
Damn.
inspiring, guys. This one more tiring than dance performance.
Then that's Give it up for both of you guys.
Yay!
You didn't do your last pose. That's why I didn't know you ended.
Yeah.
Yes, supposed to be. Beautiful. All right, that's the end of Rachel's performance. Oh my gosh. Thank you, man, Rachel. So, what's your fashion statement? We cannot hear you. You're muted.
Yeah.
Are you-
Yeah.
Is it like a sign language?
Oh, actually, like whatever I just wore just now, I'm actually selling everything, including the hat that I'm wearing. So I actually just kind of put together all the things that I want to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
so
it.
How do you describe?
if you want to buy,
describe style?
Yeah,
Because just
how
now
you-
we are very limited.
huh?
How will you describe your sense of style?
Oh, actually, I have no idea. I think for me, it's just anything goes. But I really like vintage a lot. So like things that are like showing like cuts that are like older, you know, like prints that are older, just like styles that are older. I really like them because
So it's a feeling for you? Do you feel like it's a feeling for you? Because like when you say older, how do you define like older?
Oh, older as in like cutting like from the 50s, from the 80s.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you go into fashion like halfway through? Like when do you decide that you need to wear better?
I think like I don't really like call myself like somebody that's fashionable. I just call myself a hoarder.
Oh,
I
okay.
really like to like stock up things, and like sometimes I see it as a collection because like some of these vintage pieces, they are very precious, and I just feel like, oh my god, I need to keep it in my cupboard. But, like, yeah, the time has come where I have to let them go, as you can see.
Oh. So it starts from hoarding and buying first, then eventually you realize, hey, maybe you can share
Yeah.
a bit more. Okay, we invite Nat back onto the screen as well.
Yes.
So we have both our beautiful people.
Yeah, Nat, can you share with us how will you define your sense of style? What's your fashion statement?
I don't know, man. I think I'm just very inspired by movies and colors, even though I'm colorblind. But that will not
Oh,
stop
really?
me.
Are you for real?
Yeah, that's why I don't wear green or brown.
How do you do stock change on it? How do you do? That's always something.
There's like a few people that works with me lah. So yeah.
Then you cannot play the game lah. You cannot play the iPhone game right now. The very, you know that.
Yeah, very triggered by that. I'm like, why are you making fun of my disability, bitch? Yeah.
Oh my god, so funny. But when do y'all start to realize that y'all have a specific interest towards a certain fashion? Is it like
For me, clothes is like very, I don't know, I have like a strange relationship with fashion and clothes because I don't know, I feel like clothes can, there's a lot of stories to clothing and you can tell like so many stories and characters and you can, I don't know, it can give you like confidence because I was always like an awkward and weird boy and fashion kind of gives me like a added confidence lah to be who I am. Also try to like reflect what's inside on the outside. Because I'm actually a very quiet person. I just look very loud, but I'm not.
Wow.
Understand. I can relate to you.
Madhu, why are you shaking your head?
He's not.
No, I can totally relate to him, man.
Really? Is that you too? Is that how you
when I first decided to do my dreadlocks, I don't know, I just happened to do my dreadlocks and I just feel so good. And from then, everything is different. Life changed. Later, you will see all our past photos of us, how we dressed like last time.
What do you mean? Like everything is different? Like you got more jobs or what? Like,
no, you just give you a confidence. You just see a different side of yourself because you always hear different things about yourself, or you have always doubt about yourself. And then when you see a different light, you find hope.
I think it's just like
I don't know.
I think it's like an empowerment. Like you suddenly feel very empowered. Yeah.
Yeah. The colors, does it help to like make you feel more expressive?
Yeah, like I can express myself with colors without actually jumping around like a monkey. Rachel. Yeah.
wow, that this right there. Low-key, a little bit low key.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just really like colors lah. It just makes me happy when I see colors.
Yeah. Let's look at his Instagram. Yeah, this is his. Wow. What a mashup. All colors.
Wow, look at that.
So high tech.
Yeah.
Oh.
High end.
So tell us more about this, Nat. Tell us more about this.
This brand.
After army, I started like a fashion label with my friends because number one, there was a grant that I couldn't. That if I don't do it like that year, I couldn't do it the next year because of the age group for the grant. So that's why I did it. And also I was like, if I would make any mistakes, like I should make a mistake when I'm a bit younger because the
Yes.
responsibility is a bit lesser. So this was like after army, and then I was in the fashion scene for quite long. So, but then I didn't see anybody that was like us. So I felt like there was a gap for somebody like me and my friends. That's why we started it lah.
Interesting.
Nice. Always must start off with no intention, just like pure happiness and joy. Then you will blossom. Right.
Wow.
How about Rachel? Your style for, can you teach us how to pronounce? I can never pronounce it right.
I know, right? I also cannot pronounce. I had to practice a few times.
How do you pronounce it? Style what?
Fromagry.
Wow.
Fromagry.
Fromagry.
It's actually
Fromagry.
the meaning of it is just like it's a cheese shop. A shop that sells.
Oh.
And
What
then
language is that?
Oh, we saw you wear the yes, you're wearing this.
Beetlejuice.
If you say her name 3 times,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you support that clothes so long ago?
yeah.
Hey, wow, nice, yeah.
That's sold.
Sold already.
Yeah, so I have like a couple that's already sold.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so
And,
happy for you.
yeah. So
So
basically,
why did you start this?
because firstly I'm a hoarder. Secondly, I feel like maybe I should own less clothes.
Is the Marie Kondo thing you're going through?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's either clothes or space to dance at home. So space to dance at home over clothes, I guess. That was one of the reasons. Like, taking some clothes out was, and then also like, you know, like I've been watching this like minimalist like documentary on Netflix talking about how like you don't really need that much. Usually you buy a lot is to, you know, fill up the void in you. Like, oh my god, really? But I still want my clothes. Yeah, but then I think, yeah, I don't really want to throw them away because they are so precious, especially a lot of them are like vintage pieces. So I try to just set up something like that so that I can just sell it at not a very expensive price, and then like, yeah, and then make it kind of like sustainable, you know, like instead of you know keep buying and throwing, why not get something if you like with the second hand. Like I try to keep everything as good condition as possible. Yeah, because I do buy a lot of second hand. Like I buy very like little like first hand stuff, I think. Yeah.
Most of the clothes can last how long before you decided you need to change? No, it's a legit question because you need to start selling. Sorry.
A piece of clothing is very fast. I know when you see it's like, yes, I need to buy it, and then when you bring it home, it's like you can never find the time or the occasion to wear it. And then after a while, you look at it, you touch it, it don't spark joy anymore, and then it's like maybe somebody else will be joyful wearing. So I think maybe at least a few months before I decide to get out of my wardrobe. Unless it like super cannot fit me.
Okay, so we want to ask you something, right? Because both of you guys, like, I don't know since when you guys started to dress up, but there's definitely a phase in life that you realize you need to start to style yourself and all. So what do you think influenced or has contributed to the dance fashion evolution in Singapore? Yeah.
Dance
Of how people dress. Yeah, like I mean, like last time we wear baggy clothes, you know. After that, it starts to kind of like changes across. So, what do you think is like contributed to this change? Is it like media?
I think Uniqlo. It's true, right? Everyone's just wearing Uniqlo now. I feel like comfort is something that is very important. When I first started dancing, I couldn't find a lot of nice clothes to dance in because my clothes were like, because fashion, last time fashion and pain goes together. Yeah. I don't know. Rachel is in the dancing longer, so maybe she should say something.
Yeah, Rachel.
like I went through a lot of like different like phases, wearing all sorts of things. You know, like I go to Sheng Siong and buy. Is it Sheng Siong?
Sheng Siong?
You buy clothes from Sheng Siong?
Song. Sorry. I can't remember the name anymore. So you know, like I buy things from Song, and then like sometimes I go to class, and then people are like, "Hey, what like aerobics auntie?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I kind of do like aerobics auntie also." I kind of agree. But I think like I don't know. I think it's something to do with like, you know, as you slowly like get into the culture more, fashion is kind of part of the culture, hip hop culture as well. And then as you slowly find the individuality in like your dance style, it kind of also shows like in how you dress every day. But I don't really think of it like, oh, like I have to really dress up, or like I don't know. I just kind of think about it as like I just want to wear whatever I want. And I know that sometimes it's hot, so I will just take out the layer if it's hot.
I understand.
I think like you guys are so lucky to be able to say like I just want to wear whatever I want, and then you guys look so good. Like
Yeah.
if I'm like I want to wear whatever I want, I'll be like everyone is like, why are you wearing pajamas out, Carol?
Just don't care about people judging you, lor.
You must feel good.
Oh.
I mean, there are so many people that are like have said things about me, or after a while, I stopped noticing the auntie staring at me in the bus stop. Yeah, like I don't know. It's just in your mindset, lah. It's not about pulling something off. It's about wearing whatever makes you happy, lor.
Yeah.
So I feel.
So I ask you guys when y'all go for dance battle, right? Do y'all so sometimes you want to dress like nice because you know champion clothing, you know, you go out, you wear, you feel good. But at the same time, sometimes it's also very hard to move in it. Like do y'all wear something that's really hard to dance because it looks really good when you battle?
I think you
Like Rachel,
I think you already planned about it beforehand. You know what I mean? I mean for me lah, I will plan like it needs the balance between comfort and beauty. Yeah.
So your set is revolved around your clothes actually. Your battle sets.
Ish.
Rachel?
I kind of agree also. I think like there's a balance between like something that looks nice and then feels nice. So I think to strike that balance is very important, because somebody don't want to feel kind of like struggling with your outfit the entire time when you're dancing. Like, oh my god, my knee, or like, oh my god, like my wig is falling off, it's like half covering my face or something. I think like but you can still wear it. It's just that you just need to practice in it. You know, like because like
So you practice your clothes before you wear it, is it?
Like for example, if I want to wear this hat, I would definitely practice in this hat before I do the competition. I wouldn't wear it on that day. Like, guys, look at me, and then next thing you know, it's like, bam. Never.
Lose a vibe immediately. So we actually have some photos. Yeah.
Yes, we have a few photos, and we are gonna show it to you guys. Okay. After that, you explain to us what is the face that you regretted or cringed when you look back at your style. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot.
We found some photos of Rachel. We didn't inform you. So we're gonna show Rachel's photo.
Okay, let's do it. I'm very excited.
For Sheng Siong, right, just now?
Yeah.
So we're gonna show
from Sheng Siong.
Sheng Siong.
Sheng Siong style.
Everybody, please take a look at Marcus also.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
Oh my God.
Marcus and you.
Wow.
So
God, this is amazing. This is like
Secondhand embarrassment.
10 years ago. Yeah, I was with Xiao Mei at this trip to Japan actually. So you know, like you go Japan and like you think you are like damn cool because it's like damn cold, and then you think you are like killing the winter wear because you never get to dress all loungy and you go there and you do like a double knot to your scarf or who knows what reason, and look like I have like a rubber band on my hair. I don't know why.
What
okay,
are
back
those
then we
pants?
would-
What are those pants? They are
like-
reflective.
Purple jeggings.
specific, not leggings, jeggings.
Purple jeggings. Okay.
So is Masima going for the Japanese style? The very like
What was happening there was he was going to perm his hair in Japan. And he had to keep it for a certain length, and so he was like walking around with his hair the whole time. Gosh.
oh my gosh.
Could
You see
you
what's
rate?
the show?
Can you rate Rachel? This one based upon
Yeah.
10. Yeah, rate her.
Yeah, don't want lah.
Wait,
Come on, man.
You are
I mean,
Fashion
great.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks like a sensible college student that has studied in the US for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe like a pass
Don't
lah,
worry.
5 lah.
Oh,
Next
not
time his
bad.
photo will be shown.
Yeah,
He
I
was
mean,
very careful.
Flexing her muscles. Come
I
on.
mean,
Deserves a
I-
6.
I don't judge. I don't judge.
As
I
long
don't
as
know.
she's confident back then.
Yeah,
Give
look
her
at
a
that
5.
Cheers.
smile. That smile.
Yes.
Oh my god, where did that smile go?
We're gonna
Hey.
give you the next photo.
Yeah,
Oh
let's
my
do it.
god.
a
Things
beautiful
is gonna be
photo.
Let's do it.
Guess who is it? No,
Next
guess
photo.
who is it?
Yeah, guess who?
Okay.
Exactly.
Nah.
Photo.
Okay.
because it's too intense already.
Killing me.
Oh my god, did I break the internet?
Yeah, you broke the internet.
Okay, guys. Spot net. Which one is he?
God.
He's the one at the back, the tall statue.
Rachel, can you even guess which one is him?
Yeah, Rachel, make a guess.
Pink feather on the side.
Oh my gosh. Is it Ned? Is
Yeah.
that you?
Yeah. For the
He's
record, I did not make that outfit. Okay, it was a project. I was wearing somebody's outfit.
Okay,
What is this?
we hear you.
But those striped socks are mine.
The locker.
Is it the day when you found confidence in fashion?
I think that period I was into like it's a very embarrassing period. It was like I was into visual K, Japanese like J rock and
Ah.
yeah.
J-pop. I can
It was the
sense some
MySpace.
J-pop.
It was the MySpace era, so everyone had that shaggy hair and.
No words. He has no words for himself.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
It was
No,
that
we're trying to
style
show these
back then, lah.
photos. Is great. What? Style back then. It's a style back then, is it?
I mean, everyone in LaSalle kind of looked like that. I mean, look at the guy in the
Okay,
middle.
so-
He got the same hair as me. Ish.
Yeah, all the long fringe. Mazipa also got the same hair as you.
Yeah, it's must cover
Oh,
like
yes.
3/4 of the face one. I cannot see. It was
The
like
mysterious.
my chemical romance period.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to be fair to you guys, so we also have our own photos to show. So, I think back then I don't have. Back then I don't have. Oh, this is not. No. Oh, but now that's how they look like. What a
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
difference.
beautiful.
They have evolved.
Yeah.
Wow.
That blazer is still on
That
sale,
girl-
guys.
The
Wow.
girl with the reflective leggings.
Wow. Evolution. Guys, there's hope.
Oh my God.
Yes. All you need to do is to find out more. The best is yet to come. Among three of us, one of us has the most epic clothes.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think the last one.
Oh my! The last one we will come to that. Mine back then was a bit more. It's just baggy. I'm just inspired by dance club clothes. Whatever people is wearing in the dance club. Heck up! Hey. You see
Look
the
at that
leopard
belt.
print under the back? It's not a belt, okay?
Wow.
It's a leopard undershirt. It's to bring a bit of sassiness while being cool.
Look at
Okay.
KS at the back. Look at KS.
Oh my gosh, KS at the back.
Do I
Smell or the
question? Kids like, what the hell is that?
He's like, wow, such confidence.
Hey, but you know what? I think this fashion is coming back. I could see people wearing this, exactly what you're wearing, Lam. But they will not be doing this pose. This pose is never coming back.
You can zoom in on her face. I cannot recognize her.
Yeah, see, I cannot
I
see.
think back then FB set quite a trend because FB always like big t-shirt and baggy pants. They were always like print very nice FB t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, that's a look. Yeah, okay.
Wait until you see how I started out.
You look like
Yeah,
you're prowling at somebody.
You see my costume? Can you see my leopard print?
Roar.
Tiger
Right,
King.
let's look at Madhu's, man. Madhu.
Okay, this is because I didn't have any background on how dancers dance. Oh god, you have to zoom in.
no.
It's the
Poor
Nanyang
thing.
Poly shirt.
Oh, the
the
sayang
shorts.
girl.
Very cute, Lana.
A young kid, okay? Don't hate on the fake fans. You see the green color fake fans?
This is the first t-shirt you received as a dancer
Yes.
in the dance club.
Then I was like, wow, I'm gonna wear it. It's so baggy.
Forever.
Me? To me, that was baggy, you know? To me, that was baggy.
So were Bermudas the in thing to wear during that time, Madhu?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what I was thinking, but like, I think. Oh, okay. No, I know what I was thinking. I thought that my mom is gonna scold me if I wear shorts. So why not I wear something short but not too short? Bermuda.
Well thought
Yeah,
out.
That's what
Short,
happened.
but not too short.
The meme should be like me waiting to jump into the cipher.
Oh yeah, this is for foreign bodies like their orientation day. So this was like the first ever practice that I had. Which
Not bad. You can still dig this photo.
Yeah. No,
Is it
guys,
like-
but do you remember there was a trend that people used to wear basketball shorts to dance?
Oh
So was this the time that maybe you don't have basketball shorts, then you wear Bermudas or something?
Caprice.
yeah, maybe. Oh my god, but I cannot. The yellow and the green, it really.
Yeah.
But
things
right
actually-
now, it's popular to wear shorts. Like, how did that come about? Like,
Yeah.
but back then, if you
Really?
wore shorts to dance class, they'll be like, ew, why you wear PE shorts? But now it's an in thing to wear.
Oh yeah, it is.
How did it come
With
about,
socks,
man?
right?
Yeah.
Maybe cause more airy. I don't know.
Guys, we have last one to see, man.
Oh
The
my gosh, I'm the
is
last
the
one.
most
I'm the jalat one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, on the wall.
Yeah,
Close
yeah,
the
that's
show.
Let me explain. Guys, this is called, y'all know what's SPG? This is what a sarong party girl would wear to a bar, to
So,
theirs.
MOS, right?
Yes.
This your style, right? MOS, right?
Yes.
Number 8, excuse me.
And then it's like this would be like honey to the Angmo men, right? Look at that tan. And look at that.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, you were very dark back then.
Why? And it's, my makeup is like, it's all squashed in the middle of my face.
You see, I'm colorblind.
Karen, I would love to see
Yeah.
you wear that again on one of the days. Maybe on Halloween. You
Yeah.
can
How
wear it.
will you describe this, Nat? I'm curious. How will you describe my sense of style then?
I cannot really see. It's very small.
Do not zoom in. No.
Yeah, zoom in, please. Okay, yeah. Okay lah, not that bad what. Wow, off shoulder, one sleeve, toga.
Hey, you know what? You know what I suspect? Actually, this is actually a top. Then I wore it.
Wow, the confidence is there.
It was meant to
That's
be
your
worn over
pattern.
pants. Yeah.
It's really the back then, you know, the Paris Hilton, like in the 2000 her heydays.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You just
Really?
need the pose, you know that. And the Xiao bag, you know the very Xiao shoulder bag. Oh my god, them ugly one. The armpit bag, like it's so small that your it's underneath your armpit.
Yes. Then got chihuahua come
Yeah.
out from the back maybe.
So do you have auntie bag?
No, I did not. But what was I holding in my hand? I do not know.
A phone?
Yeah.
Oh, back then already
No,
holding a
Nokia
phone.
phone. Ah.
It's also
No,
eh,
lah,
quite-
BlackBerry
Texting
lah,
my-
something.
Texting
Oh.
my angmo boyfriend.
Oh my
Big
gosh.
deal.
Yeah. Okay, so these are all the cringe worthy moments back then, which we believe we will not bring it back except Halloween.
Let's
So-
hope not.
Yeah. Okay, and we make it more relatable. 2019. What is some fashion or clothing back in 2019 that you feel should just be left in 2019?
Like trend.
Don't bring it.
Like,
Yeah.
don't bring back that trend anymore. Like, what are some?
like those the cargo vest. Ugh. Like
Oh.
the utility cargo vest and like every dance battle, right? Sure got a urban dancer in earth tone outfit.
Mm.
Like before they
Mm.
come out, right? I'm like urban dancer, sure.
I know somebody
Urban
who has.
It's my biggest pet peeve.
What?
It's like my biggest pet peeve. I'm like, okay, urban dancer, earth tones, okay, urban dancer. Sometimes they wear the cargo vest, sometimes.
I've
How,
seen
how
that.
to
Yes.
how to perk the look? How to perk the look? Because military, I think every time cargo look is the standard, makes them feel very like, I don't know, there's this certain
Earthy,
strength.
down to earth.
Earthy,
supple.
yeah. Maybe how should they improve that? Maybe what kind of thing can they add to make it better? Because it's not gonna disappear.
I don't know. You just have to make sense, lah. I mean, if you're just gonna like come out and not, I mean, if you're gonna do that, then you come out and do like, I don't know, like
More military.
or a military style or something. I'm not sure.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Hey, but you never know. Actually, the utility vest, right? You can put your lipstick. You can put your eyeshadow.
Oh,
you can put
practical.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
gonna
can put
wear
your
your lipstick when you're
bottle.
on it.
Hey,
But
you
do
never
think
know.
But do you think they actually use it?
Nope. True.
They do not use
They
that.
actually use
Not
it.
at all.
Okay,
Wait,
utility
What about
vest.
you? Something that maybe try not to bring it back.
I think for me it's like baseball caps. Like I've been trying to wear it all the time, thinking that I look very cool, and every time I look like shit. And I still keep on wearing in 2020, and then now when I clear all my hats and I clear all my baseball caps, it's like, God, why am I still wearing this? I look horrible in it.
Baseball cap.
baseball cap. Cool. So, what is some looks that you feel will come up in the next few years
Exciting.
in the dance industry? You see, it's already emerging already.
Like, where do you think our fashion will be in like 5 years? Like, will we start like, I don't know, wearing
Con-looking
leopard
dress.
prints again?
Purple jeggings, maybe.
Purple jeggings, maybe.
Song and song.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Wear until you song.
I think people are embracing comfort now. So it will still be there, like the oversized everything.
There's more diversity, right? You feel now?
Yeah.
You see more.
Also, Singapore is very hot, so I totally understand where
Yeah.
people are coming from when they wear certain things. Yeah. But
Yeah.
although when you dress up, you really feel like you dance differently.
Yeah.
Just have to find what's suitable for you,
Yeah,
and then
but
at the
to
same
each-
time.
Yeah, to each their own
Yeah, like for me also, like when I practice, like I know which day I will wear a long sleeve shirt, which day I will wear baggy pants, which day I will wear which day I will wear outerwear, because every day that I wear a different outfit, I dance differently, or like I work on something different that my outfit can help bring out the point of what I'm practicing. Oh, I think one thing that is gonna not really come back, but it's gonna happen in the next 5 years is like layers. I think people's gonna find a way to make layers like more like not as hot. You know, like with all your dry, just wear 5 layers of dry fit. Oh, not dry fit, airism. You don't wear 5 layers of airism. Don't feel that hot. But
It'll be very tight.
Yeah.
Air. Tight airism together.
It's not with me.
It's not with me, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, both of you guys are actually collaborating for a brand called Red Revival.
Yeah.
So can you just like share a little bit about what is Red Revival? What's different from what you're doing? What's actually the same?
It's like
when hoarder 1 meets hoarder 2, equals
equals no lah. I feel like people buy certain clothing according to their personality. So it's really interesting to do this project because we're actually raiding other people's closet and their personality. So it's like essentially their style, but curated in our eyes in a way, and reselling them. Yeah, lor. Yeah.
Understand.
So
I
you're
think it's true
buying,
because both of you. Sorry.
so you're like buying a little bit of them lah. Yeah, in a way.
yeah. And we are also, I mean, like currently we are not into like buying like bulk of things, but more like curating small little things that we feel that, hey, like it'll be interesting to have, like for somebody to have this closet in what they wear every day, you know, more than just like, I know everybody like for example now, oh my god, am I gonna say it? Like for example, everybody like champion now, I'm gonna stock up 10 champion sweaters for everybody to wear. Like less of that, more of like finding their own like style in the future.
And it's not
So not seasonal.
Yeah, it's not necessarily vintage also. It's like pre-loved lah in a way.
Yeah.
So whatever they own, they might own a cult brand from, I don't know, that they find somewhere when they travel or something. Yeah, in a way. And then make it available for everyone else lah.
Nice. Interesting.
So it's like, yeah, correct. Because both of you are also very individual, like you have all your unique style. And I think what you're also trying to encourage other people is also like, look at us, you know, we are not, doesn't mean that you have to follow a certain trend, you know, to be on the trendy side. But also like, look at us, you just need to find your own personality. And we have the range of personalities here. Which one is
their items are so colorful. Like I've never seen so much color in one shirt. In my life.
shirt.
Like just one shirt, so much colors. It was a rainbow on the shirt.
Madhu loved the one with the 2 palms on your chest just now.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
god.
a favorite.
That's for my brand.
Yeah.
That's for mashup.
From Red Revival, you guys say y'all were inspired by Portugal's wife.
No lah, I think we try to like put a little bit of because I feel like all these photos are very interesting. Even like Portugal, like Rosipa is she essentially wears a lot of 80s like Versace looking things that is also part of Singaporean culture.
Oh
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I think I have a friend that actually likes wearing you know those auntie sets that you see in the market kind.
Wow.
But she makes it cool lah.
Yeah. It's always how you make it cool.
Yeah lah. Yeah, but they're usually very colorful, like aunties wearing. I think once I saw an uncle wearing the same shirt as me. It was like okay.
And then you can just
Wait, is
high
it possible to
Sorry?
you just high five the uncle? It's like I'm you when I'm younger, when you're younger. Meet each other. Hey, what's the price range of your clothes? For Red Revival.
I think it starts as low as like 30 to 10, yeah. Then
Really? Guys.
the more obscure stuff like the brands and the like special things are like we try to make it below 200 lah, so like 150 max I think, so that it's a bit more affordable.
Wow.
It's only one piece per item that you put up, right?
Yeah, everything's all one piece. So
Nice.
fastest fingers
Grab it right
first.
now. Head on down to Red Revival to check out their
Yeah.
crazy collections. Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys. We just
Thank
really hope
you.
that like you guys are also at this period of time are able to make use of this collection and hoarding hoarding interest into an income that can help you also. And we hope other people who also have that business as well to do well at this period. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Yay. Oh my god, I've never talked until 12:30.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's already 12:30.
Wow. Oops.
Any last
Sorry, Richard.
words from you ladies?
Nah, I mean, it's been an interesting night. It was very powerful.
Yeah.
I feel connected in a way. Yeah, I feel connected.
Shut up.
I'm taking screenshots of us. Smile, ah. No, I
Okay.
cannot already. No, never mind, I cannot already. Yeah.
We just want to thank everyone who was part of the show. Our three ladies and our two beautiful fashionistas. Thank you guys so much. And I can just say that I'm proud to be where I am today, and I'm proud to be sharing this stage with you guys. Two women that I feel like pushed dance hall like to where it is in Singapore. So wow, okay, thank you.
Thank you to all the other episodes also. I think when we first, I mean, even though we only got 3 episodes, but we have so much to say.
I know, right?
But we really enjoy. And thank you. I mean, for us, thank you for whoever last minute decided to do this with us and have a good chat with us. And thank you, RP, for being here. And thank you, these two ladies.
For letting us do this talk show and letting us every time overrun.
We overrun by 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Every episode we overrun. So everyone out there, I think there's nobody left, but I think that this is just for recording. So this is the Night Dance Talk Show brought to you by Richard.
RPProds.
Yes, the one and only in Singapore. Signing out.
Good night.